Hello, this is Justin Price coming to you with some news today. The subject today is fake news on YouTube and why YouTube has a major problem with this. YouTube, to begin with, used to be a completely free speech platform. Anyone could put whatever video on as long as it came within the community guidelines, which are very lenient in the past. Fast forward to today, they are all very strict, and YouTube has a heavy bias towards leftist views as it is shutting down some liberal and conservative views. This is a very big problem as when you label yourself as a free speech platform and when you're taking down other channels that speak against your own thoughts, that's a major problem. YouTube bias has caused many channels to be took off of YouTube, copy striked, or demonetized. A fairly good example of this is the Daily Wire. The Daily Wire is a conservative news channel on YouTube, which is actually a newspaper in real life, all ran by Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro is a conservative libertarian. He speaks his views on this channel to help get to more people other than what his newspaper does. YouTube has threatened multiple times that they would shut down his channel and copy strike him if they could. The only problem is because the rules of YouTube, with it being a free speech platform, says they actually have to do something wrong, in which they haven't done anything wrong. But also it comes to terms that the Daily Wire and the Ben Shapiro Show is a huge channel on YouTube, and they simply can't just take it down overnight because of just some made up thing. But it's a free speech platform. If you let one side do it, you should let the other side do it. It's simple. So now we're going to cut to our interviewer here. I'm going to ask them a few questions, and we'll see what they say. Due to the interviewer not wanting himself shown, due to people maybe having an opinion of him on campus, I will not be showing his video of him speaking, but only the audio, and the audio will be slightly tainted so no one can recognize him by voice. Hey, how's it going today? So, I'm just going to ask you a few questions over some things about YouTube and just get your honest opinion on them. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Okay, first question. Do you think there's a problem with YouTube and bias they have towards certain news sources? Yeah, I think there's definitely a problem. When I go on YouTube, and a lot of times in my recommended, it'll be pushing certain things towards me in the news that I don't really certain agree with and keep pressing those issues. And then later on down the line, when I am going and researching this stuff, because I like to check and make sure my news is correct, when I'm going and researching this stuff, it will turn out to be completely false, but yet they sit and push it as like an agenda to as if it's true. Okay. Yeah. So can you give us some examples of this? Yeah, I was on YouTube, and it was I forgot what the channel was. It was some leftist channel, and it was talking about the Mueller report and stuff, and how Trump has done all these things wrong, and he had Russian collusions and stuff as well. And then when you look at the news today, and you're going out and find the facts with this Mueller report coming out, it turns out Trump had no collusion with the Russians at all. But here YouTube was pushing out in my face for months, it seems like, that Trump did all this. He had collusions with Russia, and the fact that, Trump is bad, Trump is evil, when in reality he had literally no collusions with Russia, and it was shown. Okay. So do you have, any ways you think that we could possibly fix this problem? I mean, is there anything we can do at all? Well, see, that's hard because to fix that problem, you have to make the people who run YouTube, which is what, Google and some of the YouTube co-heads and stuff, their views are leftist. They're not liberal, they're not conservative, they're just a leftist. And we would need to change their minds on that, or to just simply when you call yourself a free speech platform, simply just be free speech. Let people put one. Of course, guidelines is you don't be like calling to kill someone or something. Of course, like that's stupid. I'm not saying that. Like if if one side does it, the other side should be able to do it. But don't let the other side gain more of a right to say something than the other side that you demonetize, right? So that needs to be part. Like everyone needs to be treated even when it comes to distribution of this news and stuff, whether it's fake or true. And I believe there needs to be somewhat of a hold on fake news, if that makes any sense. I believe, and this comes down to a problem in our society anyway. Is just the fact that whatever news we find, we just put out there, and whether it's true or not, and that needs to stop, obviously. But that all goes into part of, you know, I, that all goes into part of the problem. And honestly, I don't think there is a way to fix YouTube. And that's sad to say. I think we almost need another platform or something for us to look at, because YouTube just keeps getting worse and worse every day. Okay, so back from that interview, just going over some main points of the interview and stuff. I feel like he covered his stuff very well. He was very knowledgeable of it, and he had a very strong opinion, which that's what I wanted in an interview. That's a good thing. So, just going over some brief points that he had. Um, Definitely, when it comes to the answer to the problem of YouTube, I can definitely agree with him to the fact that we can't really fix a problem of YouTube. We would have to change either the bias of the co-founders in Google, or the co-founders of YouTube in Google, or we need to just make sure when you call it a free speech platform, it needs to be, free speech. And that is honestly, like, he's dead correct on that. Like, what one side should be able to do, the other should be able to do. What one side's not able to do, the other side shouldn't be able to do. And that's just, keep whatever side you're on. We all have that free speech, and of course, there's places you don't need to go to with that free speech, which is what the YouTube guidelines are made for. I just feel like it's people abusing their power, which he made very relevant. And I could almost agree with him. We need to have almost a new platform different than YouTube. I mean, yeah, he really he really connect on the stuff there, and yeah. So we'll just go into some other stuff here. Um, as I said before in the intro for this, everyone, like, many people get their information off of YouTube, and so it's essential not to have fake news on there. And it's essential that everyone gets their common right for free speech. And he made a really good point on the fact that people are going out today, and whatever they can post online, especially on YouTube, to get the views on there, it may not be true. It could be completely false. People go out there and do it, and that's one of the big problems here on YouTube, is people do that, and it just spreads fake news. And then here comes a few weeks later, and it turns out to be completely false, and that's just a major thing. There's really nothing you can change about that, because that's just what our society's turned into. I would hope that our society as a whole could get better and start wanting the truth more than fake news. And I want people to go out and do their research. I want people to find out what's true. Don't just look at YouTube for a news source. Don't do that. You need to go out and find out the truth. If a subject is really that important that you believe in, go out and make sure that's true. Don't just spread the fake news.